Do you struggle with using these thin die cuts and getting them attached to the card? Well, this will be your instant fix. So say goodbie to frustration, and we're going to easily attach these to your cards today. I actually have 3 ways, but we're going to start with my very favorite. This is Karen Titus stamping on the back porch. And we're going to come back to these. I have a whole bunch of those laid out. So I'm going to start with 2 thin dies right here. This is my favorite. I take silicone mats, and I have more than one. You can do it with one, but I like to kind of spread mine out. I'm going to take multi-purpose glue, and look how this is in a little shot glass. It was given to me. It was made for me and given it to me by Janet Fredericks, who was living in Idaho at the time. She moved to Louisiana, and so I have another one. Let's see if it's right here too. Oh, for Louisiana. Is this a fun idea for a crafter's gift? But we'll come back. That's another video. So I'm going to take this and just put some on my card. And then I'm going to take my die here. I'm going to just hold it, just put this upside down and go all over around like that. And I'm going to pick that up. And I just have some different assorted little pieces of paper here. So I'm doing this in black. I'm going to pound that. Any extra glue here can be rubbed off, and it's also going to just dry clear. So look how perfect that is. It just lays directly flat. So this is the best way if you want to just get it flush. And I'm going to show you how we do several at a time after this. First, we're going to look at 2 other ways that I love to do. This would be my second favorite. I like to take glue dots because I love glue dots. And you notice typically if I'm using something bigger, I would just press it on here like a ribbon or something. But for this, I'm squeezing it tight because I'm trying to make it really little so it's not going to show out. I can squeeze it right over the end there. So I'm going to put 3 of these on. This I like to do watching TV because I can just sit and assemble a whole bunch of these. And I'm just looking for my widest little parts to put these on. I'm going to put one there. And then I am going to put one here. Okay, and they're all pressed together. And so I'm going to add this. So now if I add this, I'm going to lightly press this on. So I want to show you what is cool about this one. I'm going to do these side by side. So we have one that is perfectly flush, and then we have one. Do you see how airy it is? It's got all these little parts, and it actually could be movable. And I love both of these looks. So it depends on the look you're going for, on which of these you'd want to use. And then there's one more, but this requires planning ahead. That's why I'm going to say these 2 are my favorite. There is sticky paper, so we're going to do that. And let me see, did I got rid of my stick. So I'm going to do this in 2 parts because obviously I left part in the other room. I live in a craft house. So I am in the living room where we have the YouTube studio, and it is not a craft room. So I won't bore you with that, but I will we'll wing it. So this is my sticker paper, and I cut it to the size I want. And I'm going to peel off part of it right there and then put it on this. And then I can go from there. I'll peel the next part off. So this is getting my paper all ready. And I have one more part. Okay. And then now I am going to run this through the machine. So this will be the same thing, but it'll come out black. I have this one done, which is white. So we're going to just, we'll use this one as the sample. And so when I peel this off, you can see it's all done the same way. There is my sticker paper. It ends right there. So I'm going to pull this out, and I will clean out. I'm looking for my, oh, here it is. Okay, I'll do this up here. I guess you can see right there. I'm going to poke out all the extra pieces there and pull this out. Okay, so now I'm going to move that. And now it's cool. So I'm going to make sure I have all of these out. This, of course, is going to lay really flat too. And this is really fun if you just plan ahead and do this. So, I'm telling you to not be like me, I guess. Then we're going to get this started. I'm going to peel this off. So if you watch, just look how beautifully this peels off. I'm going to go through the whole thing here. And let's find a paper here to put this on. I'm going to use this. And do you see how that is pressed perfectly flat too? So all three of these, let me know what your favorite is. For me, they have different purposes. So it depends on what I'm doing. Now, I will say on doing this card, we're going to come back to doing this quantity. I did these as card kits for one of the months. And I didn't think about doing this sticky paper. That would have been an option. But instead, then I ended up with just tons of these to put on. What I chose to do, so I'm going to do it two ways. What I chose to do generally, you can see, is the airy part. So that works really well. And and you can see if I'm going to work on these, I have several card bases here. So I'm just going to get started on one here. We'll do one just to do it this way, and then we'll work on the others. So again, if I take this, and you're going to see what was really helpful on this one. I don't have to worry about this long. This is a long, skinny part, but because it's going to be covered by the birthday wishes, that is already going to have something over it. So I don't even need to worry about putting something there. So sometimes you can just plan your card for around what you need. So we'll just put this one on and this one. So this is putsy. And I don't mind putzing. I'm someone who likes fussy cutting too. I would do all this kind of things while Tim thinks I'm watching TV with him. But look at how pretty that is. And I love how it's a little bit loose. It's a little more fragile of a card. Okay, now let's say we want them all flat. So I'm going to pick 3 of these. And I'm going to go for different colors. You know what's cool about this? Look at how this just wipes off. So when we're done, I can just move this here. I'm going to start over fresh. So this is why I like more than one, because by the time one is dried off, then I have another one to use. So right here, I'm going to put 3. I have this color, and then let's see, I'm having trouble finding. I can find this one in this color. So let's switch this one to be this one. Okay. And now here's what I do if I'm doing several. I'm going to fill this one up too. I'm going to go through and do all of these, and then I'll come back and start peeling them. By the time I'm done, then I can start over again. But we're just going to do one card and do one here. So I have these laid out, and I really could put 2 on here. Maybe we should try that. As long as we're on here, let's go for 2. And if we don't have, I thought I was doing so good to get different colors on there, and I wasn't. So look at that. I will switch this up because I'm just doing some backgrounds on these. So I'll use those 2 for one. And then let's use these and this for another one. Okay. So do you see I've got 2 sets here because and as I run out of these, my colors are going to change, and that's all just fine too. So now I'm going to come through, and I'm just going to come around and attach all these. I think I'll just do one at a time here first, because then we'll add more things. And that won't even matter if it went a little bit off. Okay. Now I'm going to take these and put them on my card. So I'll put one there. Oop, just dropped it. But no harm done. I'm going to put this one here. And this one, I'm actually looking and I'm thinking, I'm going to cut off that little end there. And then I'm going to put this one on. Okay, so here's my 3. Then I already have my little happy birthday. Since I have these all ready, prepared to go, I'm going to put this on, and then I'll add some gems and be done. Look how easy that was. So then I'll go right to the next one, but you can see I need more glue. So I just keep adding more glue. And after it dries, I'm just going to push it all off again. So I'm going to have 2 here, kind of the same, and that's fine too. So we're all going for all these differences. You see what a mess I make, but it isn't a mess once it's on the card. So this time I'll put one going that way, and I'm going to put this one in the middle. And then I will put this one coming off that way. And again, I probably should use the scissors down here. I'm going to cut off, whoops, these little two ones. I think I'll cut them off afterwards. Let's see if I can do it right here. You know, I also could choose as a design element just to leave them stick out at the bottom. But look at that. Again, so how easy is this? So we have all these different ways. And now I'd love to know what your favorite is. And this video up here will give you some other ideas on just the basics of card making. Thanks for watching.